Here with Andy Fisher after the 7-0 win over Wem. Andy, what did you make of the game today?
Yeah, it was a good game for us. 7-0 is always a great result. We're going to enjoy that because we don't get those very often. Don't get those games very often, and probably won't now to the end of the season. So we'll enjoy the occasion. I'm glad it's on, and I'm pleased that people have been down here and made sure the game's on. I thought it was really important after Sunday that we played tonight. So I'm grateful for the club officials who've made that happen today. And the pitch held up. It wasn't perfect, but it held up, and we played some nice football, and that was the key thing after Sunday, really, where we had a really poor performance for our standards, for us to bounce back and make sure we get 3 points, and that's what the ladies have done tonight.
And Lois Jeffries with the hat-trick today. What have you made of her since she's arrived at the club?
Yeah, as I said a few weeks ago, ultimately she had a difficult transition coming to the club because of an injury and some suspension. So, for her to now kind of hit the ground running and add to the firepower of Neve and Lammy and Mill and other players, it's great, and I'm really pleased she's managed to get herself 5 goals in 2 games, which is great. Like I say, she's adding to our firepower, which is what we need for the final running.
And you mentioned it there, it was important that we bounced back today. What was so different that we saw today rather than, on Sunday?
Well, we're at home, you haven't got to travel. We always love playing at the Warmer Moor. What you can't do in this league is take for granted, the home advantage. When you've got to travel to Lincoln, 2.5 hours, you get there, it's windy day, it's a tough pitch, and it was a really difficult game for us on Sunday, and taking nothing away from Lincoln, they absolutely deserved their point. They were fighting like they were, in a survival battle, which they are, or they were. And they gave us a game and deserved that point. And I think the frustrating bit for us is that we pulled ourselves back in front and conceded 2 really sloppy goals. So that's part of this league. We've said it many times that there's no given points, there's no given games in this league, and sometimes you learn more from results on Sunday than you do from results tonight. But we're just pleased to bounce back from tonight.
And scoring 7 goals here, how important could goal difference be coming towards the end of the season?
It's massive as a point, isn't it? In my opinion, and we've already got a great advantage of that. So you'd have heard on the sideline when we were 3 or 4-0 up. We carry on pushing the girls. We say intensity, and we keep pushing because those goals will be really important. Potentially come towards the end of the season. And I generally believe, as I've just said, goals are as good as a point, really. Especially if you level on points at the end. Our goal difference is much higher than second place. So I'm pleased with the result. Like I say, they don't come around like that very often.
And the semi-final this Sunday against Burton. How do you think that'll go?
Be tough semi-final. They're going to be. It's going to be big for them. Big for us. They're going to want to get themselves through to the County Cup final against the Wolves or an Albion, like we will be wanting that. So, and we've got a slightly different angle because we've got to think about, we've just played a 90-minute game there. You've got Lungeaton midweek next week, and then the plate final next Sunday. So we've got a lot to consider for that as well on Sunday, to make sure fresh legs and rotation, because ultimately the league's still priority. But the girls are just going to go and enjoy the occasion out there on Sunday. It's a semi-final, and hopefully we can get to a final of the County Cup for the first time and be against a Wolves or an Albion, which is really exciting for us if we can get there.
Well, Andy, thank you for your time today, and congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Kieran.